All right, FightHype.com. Sean Zittel here with the former featherweight champion of the world and the former unified super featherweight champion of the world. One of the true warriors in boxing, my man Oscar Valdez, coming back to the ring after about a year off, fighting on ESPN pay-per-view in the co-headliner, a rematch against Adam Blue Nose Lopez. First fight was real good. Oscar. But do you want to show this guy, this younger guy, Lopez, that first time was, maybe a little bit of a fluke, that you're a couple of levels above him? What are you thinking heading into this rematch?
Yeah, well, this fight I'm taking it all seriously. I'm very focused to come back. I've said it before. Right now, I miss being back in the ring. It's been way too long right now. For many people, it's just 1 year, but for me, it's been a long 1 year layoff. So I'm ready to come back, and it's a special opportunity, to fight first in this great card. Devin Haney and Lomachenko is going to be a great night of boxing. And then fighting someone like Adam Lopez, the first time we fought in 2019, he sent me to the canvas in the first round. I was a little bit surprised. We weren't supposed to fight Adam Lopez that time. We were going to fight somewhere else. They threw in Adam Lopez. Is a hungry young kid, and he did what he had to do. He sent me to the canvas. But this time, I'm preparing myself for Adam Lopez. So, after the first fight, a lot of people were saying that maybe it was an early stoppage, that Adam Lopez was upset, that he was saying that he was able to continue, that he felt he got robbed from the opportunity. So this is my chance to set things clear now. So I'm ready. I'm ready to come back. Taking it all seriously. I know a lot of people were saying that they wanted to see the Vaquero Navarrete fight. I was already in preparation for that fight, but as a lot of people know, I had an injury, fell off some stairs, and it broke two of my ribs in the back, and that stopped me. And then when I was already in camp mode, it wasn't 100% healed, and I got hit to the body again, and it re-injured it. So it was back-to-back negative thing that was going on, and Vaquero got the shot for the opportunity of the World Championship. He won, but then besides that, we got opportunity to fight for Adam Lopez, and we said yes because one of the things that kills boxers the most is being inactive. I just want to step in the ring. If it wasn't Blue Nose, it was somebody else, if it was whoever. I just wanted to get back in the ring, and we said yes, and it's a perfect opportunity for me to set things clear. Of course, for him, it's a great opportunity as well. And we all share the same dream, the same shared dream to become a world champion, to be the best. So I'm ready. I'm ready to come back strong, do whatever it takes, and get that victory. Everything goes like I want to, God willing, then we'll be looking for a world title.
Right, because you don't want to get in there with an elite opponent. And Lopez is a good fighter, but an elite opponent, and you're not you've been a year off, and now something doesn't go right. You almost got to make excuses. Says, hey, I was in it, and so is that part of it too? You get in there, you get the ring rust off in this fight, and then get to the Navarrete fight.
There was opportunities to just go after Navarrete, but it was going to take much longer. It was going to be more than a year. So. Because he won the fight, he's going to need a break. So if I took that break, it was going to be almost 2 years now. So it's like let's get a fight. They offered a fight, let's take it. Doesn't matter who it is. Let's just take a fight and do whatever it takes to win. If you think like I think, I consider myself the best. I think every fighter out there who's training needs to think that way. So if you think you're the best, any guy they put in front of you, you're supposed to win. So my mentality is always to train hard, and I will never train hard to say I'm number two. I will always train hard to say I'm number one. That's my mentality. I'm always training hard, being positive, saying that I'm calling out the world title, calling out the attraction of being the best. So I work hard. And whoever's in front of me, I'm gonna do my best to take them out.
Could you take me through what happened on the stairs, brother? Were you waking up early? Did the dog wake
you?
No.
It was I think everything happens for a reason, because that's the only reasonable thing that comes to my mind. So back in Nogales, there's one of my aunt's house. It's a 3-story house. So there's obviously the big stairs, and it was raining, just coming down. Simple. Simple, small, there's no steps, this and that. I really wasn't even thinking much. Slip, hit hard on one of the stairs on the what do you call them, on the tip of the stairs, and that completely knocked the wind out of me. And I've had rib injuries before, but there were minor hairline fractures, so I know what it feels like. It felt the same way, but even more. So the next day, I went to get a X-ray, and you could see the two ribs were broken. But it was something very simple, just coming down some stairs. It was wet, but nor was I, coming out late from wherever, or wasn't waking up early. It was just something very simple, and then I thought I was healed. Then we got to fight, and I was already in preparation. Then I got hit against a body, a simple body shot. And then it breaks again. So I kept on asking myself, why is this happening to me? Why I was trying to figure out, why is this literally happening to me? So all I could think of is God's plans are perfect. Everything happens for a reason, because nor was I don't do drugs or drink alcohol or so. Nor was I any influence for that to happen, or nor was I partying, or nor was I, in a high-speed chase, or my horse, or anything that could have, anything that comes in scenarios of why fall from the stairs. None of it was the case. It was just a simple, lazy fall.
Freak accident.
Well, that's what you call it, a freak accident.
Yeah. But, that first time with Lopez 4 years ago, I believe it was your first time with Eddie Reynoso. And you guys were working on things, altering and improving your style. Now it seems like those adjustments, from the Burchell fight and everything, like you guys got it ironed out. Do you feel like because of that, you're more dominant this time?
Yeah, I have to think that way. I have to visualize myself obviously as a superior fighter. Like I said, I've always think like that. That's my mentality. Always train hard, always think you're the best, call it out. But I truly feel that way. I truly feel like we've been working very hard. Me and Eddie Reynoso, we've been working very hard. And all my career, ever since I was an amateur, I've always worked hard. Always worked harder than my stablemates. Always worked harder than the fighter next to me. But at this time in my career, I got to learn how to train even smarter, because there's only so much hard you can train. There's a limit of working hard, because you can overtrain yourself. We've seen what happens to someone like Victor, what's his name? Ortiz.
Yeah, Victor Ortiz. Yep.
And sometimes overtraining yourself is not good. So we gotta train smarter. We gotta train smarter, and that's what we've been doing. Working on our footwork, on our head movement, or being the better counter punching, setting up traps to land your favorite shot, land the cleanest shot, and do whatever it takes to win. That's what we've been doing. We're working very hard, and we're gonna show it. We're gonna show it May 20th. And like I said, my goal this year is to become a world champion. And I don't really want to brag about it or talk a lot about it. I just want to prove it. Let my face do the talking. Let the action, talk for itself.
Around the time Eddie Reynoso got all this great talent, obviously including yourself, Frank Sanchez, Ryan Garcia, Andy Ruiz, and then he has this exodus. Everyone leaves except you, and obviously Canelo. Why did you stay with Eddie Reynoso, Oscar?
Because a lot of times when us fighters, when we lose, we always try to look for an excuse. We always try to look for an excuse. What happened? What did we do wrong? And a lot of times, nothing bad happened. A lot of times, your opponent was just better that night. We just gotta accept the fact that the guy in front of you was better than you, and that's a tough pill to swallow. Because boxers, we got a big ego. We have to have an ego. We have to, because we can't train, like I said, and say, I'm going to be number 2. Or I'm going to be number 3 in the world. No, we got to think we're number 1 in the world. And when things don't go our way, we always try to look for an excuse. And what's the easiest route to say? It was a coach's fault. That's never the case. The ones that makes the mistakes inside the ring is a fighter. The trainer can give you the perfect game plan. He can give you the blueprint, how to win, how to beat the best out there. He tell you how to beat Floyd Mayweather. But at the end of the day, you're the one inside the ring. And if you don't do what your trainer tells you to do, then whose fault is it? it's most of the times the fighter's fault. So after being so much with Eddie, I feel like I've been learning year through year. You know, in boxing, you never stop learning. You learn during time. And just because I had my first loss, it doesn't mean, you know, we have to move on to another spot. You know, we win together, but we also have to learn how to lose together. So that's just what it is. You know, I feel like we always learn something different with Ed, and also this time we're training very hard, and I didn't see a point of why leave. You know, right now, like I said, I feel good physically, mentally. I feel like we're working hard, and perfect. In the gym, it's a good atmosphere, good energy. Obviously, you got the face of boxing, kind of. Now you got Joselito Velasquez, a prospect coming up, and you got Rey Martinez, and we all share the same dreams to become the best. So we all have to carry that same energy in the gym. We all try to help each other. So yeah, like I said, you win together, you lose together. You learn from the mistakes, you learn from your losses. You know, you get up and you continue your path.
Obviously, one guy that used to be in the gym training alongside you was Ryan Garcia. He had a good fight, loses the fight to Gervonta over the weekend. What did you think of the fight, the ending of the fight? Your thoughts on Ryan Garcia's fight.
So I was rooting for Ryan 100%. You know, rooting for Ryan. I thought he had a great chance. It was more of a 50-50 fight for me, like a lot of people said. And, you know, I visualized that fight happening in many different ways. I visualized Ryan knocking him out with a left hook. I imagined Tank knocking him out with his left hook or his right hand. I visualized that fight going into distance. And now I imagined that fight losing in the first round. But what I didn't imagine was getting hit to that body shot. Was him not losing that way. You know, it was a real shock for me how it happened. But that's boxing. You know, you never know what's coming. And I hear a lot of comments, you know, that he could have gotten up, that he quit, that he doesn't have heart, that he's a YouTuber. And all those people who I hear that, just makes me realize that they've never got hit to the body in their lives. When you get hit to the body, that hurts. That hurts, and that paralyzes you. There's nothing you can do about it. So that was a clean body shot. You know,
my stomach was hurting the next day just thinking about it over and over again in my mind. It made it. Yeah.
Much respect to Tank for that body shot because Ryan, you know, you can see in his face. You can see in his face. You know, he doesn't. Even if you could have gotten up before the 10 count, you know, his body wasn't going to react. And like I said, people who out there were criticizing him for not getting up. It just proves to me that they never got hit to a body. Body shots will literally paralyze you. There's nothing you can do about it, but you just accept the fact that you got hit with a clean shot. But hopefully Ryan gets up from that. Hopefully it doesn't bring him down. He's got a lot of future. But that only proves in boxing there's levels to this. Tank, he's another level. He's a beast. 135 division is right now for me is the most attractive division right now. You don't know who's the best. If it's Tank, if it's Devin Haney, if it's Lomachenko. It's a tough division, but yeah, it was I was really impressed by Tank that fight.